Hello, folks. This is Maria Fernanda Giraldo from Bogota, Colombia. I'm 16 years old, and today's topic of the day is: do you believe nothing is impossible? Now, when we're presented with this topic, it is usually for a motivational motive. Like the kind of a speech that would tell you that, well, if you believe in it, then everything is possible. But we have to be realistic here because in this world there are certain conditions that will not allow you to do certain things. For example, a very simple example is that a human can't lick their own elbow. We're not built for that kind of flexibility, it's just how we're made for. And another example would be, well, a human can't just spring out wings and fly off. That would also be impossible. In other words, what I mean to say is that in this world, there are simply things that can't be accomplished, be it because of the laws of biology, because of the laws of physics, chemistry, etc., etc. However, what I think that is important to point here is that the line between what really is impossible and what is possible. Because sometimes this line seems really thin. So thin that you might see something that may be possible, but you think is impossible. Now, I'm going to tell you something that happens to me pretty often. I am what you would call an artist. I draw a lot, and drawing is basically my life, you could even say that. So, something I get when I show my stuff to my classmates and other people is that it are things like, "Oh, you draw so well. Oh, I could never do anything like that. I wish I could draw like you. I can't even draw a perfect circle. I can't even draw a perfect line. And to be honest, well, I can't draw a perfect line either, and neither a perfect circle. That's really hard to do, man, without tools. But the reason I can draw like this is because since I was very young, I've been drawing a lot. It started with a rather childish dream about fictional characters becoming real in a way. And ever since then, since I was like 6 years old, I've been drawing and drawing and drawing a lot until I managed the skill that I have today. And many people tell me that I'm talented and that it's the reason they can't do that. But I'm sure that if you were passionate about it, and if you had the dedication and determination to really invest in it, you will be able to gather the amount of skill that I have. All you need to do is be really passionate about it. And people say a lot about geniuses and talents, but I'm going to put an example of Vincent van Gogh. Okay, he wasn't, even though he was interested in art at a young age, he only started actually drawing and painting when he was like 20 something. In his mid 20s, he only started that, and to this date he has become one of the best artists in the history of the world. And that was because he was very dedicated to it and he really liked to do it. Yet he didn't start when he was young. It wasn't much about talent, it was about the dedication and passion that he had for it. And another example is Leonardo da Vinci. We all know him for the genius that he is, but he only started drawing like well in his 30s. Before that, he wasn't that much. Didn't draw that well, and it is said that his his drawings there, where he didn't tend to finish it, and they were very messy and disorganized. But in the end, he is the genius that we know him for, and he's a genius because he was very patient about all the things he did and everything he worked on. He had a lot of dedication. That's what he lived for, and that's the reason that he's known as such a genius. And really, all these things that might seem impossible, it can be made if you are passionate about it, if you have the dedication to work on it, and if you have the determination to really get to improve at it. So if you have all these things, you can make anything that may seem impossible, you can make it possible, because that's how all the great persons in history have accomplished the things they have accomplished. Now, I'm a person that obviously still has dreams, and my art skills, regardless of how good they are right now, still have more to improve, and I still can improve more. And someday I dream of working on animation and making cartoons. And I have the determination to work on that, and I have the passion to about this topic, and I think I'll be able to do it. Will you be able to accomplish what you want to do? All you need for that is the passion, the determination, and the dedication to do it. So go ahead, get out there, and do things like that. And I'm sure you'll be able to accomplish what you thought it was impossible.